Grüß dich. Wie kann ich dir helfen?
I'll have a look at your wares.
A wonderful day for a wonderful...
How can I be of service this morning?
I'll have a look at your wares.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Come and get some
What
fresh
can you do,
mushrooms.
sir? Maybe next time then.
I have to do everything here myself.
Did the humans attack Miscavige? Are they causing you problems?
Thank God, no. And I'd like it to stay that way.
And how'd you get along with them?
As best we can. And we can count our blessings that our village belongs to the Sedlitz Monastery. Sigismund thinks quite highly of the abbot, and explicitly prohibited his people from pillaging the monastery's property.
Do you have problems with robbers? I expect it's not completely safe on the roads, eh?
Unfortunately, you're right. But that wasn't the case not too long ago. Nobody would even dare fart around Kuttenberg without the nobility's permission. And today? It's no use talking about it.
If you have any problems with robbers, I'll be happy to help you.
Thanks so much for the offer. I'll keep it in mind. But first, I have to convince the abbot to offer some reward.
What do you know about the Devil's Den?
Why do you ask? Did something happen? Were you robbed there?
Does that tavern have a good reputation?
Its name speaks for itself. All kinds of scum from the area gather there. I even heard the good-for-nothing Hinnik of Kunstadt goes there. The one they call the Dry Devil.
Really?
Take it from me. If I were you, I'd keep well away from that den of inequity.
Someone to give me a hand here. God be with you, sir.
You look troubled. Is there anything I can help you with?
You're very kind, but I need someone who knows their way around a smithy. I need to get a few horseshoes made and deliver them. They were supposed to be done yesterday.
Well, why don't you ask the blacksmith? It's his job, after all.
It's not so simple. The horseshoes are for the soldiers camped on the hill, and my Marosh, well, he sees them as traitors who are conspiring with foreign scum.
I see. You don't agree?
Young fella, if I was choosy about who I sell things to, I wouldn't have a groschen to my name. These are troubled times, and my husband doesn't understand that pride won't fill your stomach.
Well, making horseshoes is no great art. Can't your apprentice do it?
Our Pascal, my old man's forbidden it. Whenever a soldier comes here to the forge, Maroche sends Pascal packing. He messed up once. If he broke the rules again, he'd probably have to find another trade.
Oh, great. It just so happens I'm a blacksmith, and I'd be glad to help you.
Really? Well, then you've been sent from heaven.
So, how many of those horseshoes do you need?
Well, if you manage to make horseshoes for 2 horses, I'd be forever grateful to you. I'll pay, of course. See you later.
Good day, sir.
Martha says she needs to have something forged.
Let me guess. Horseshoes for that rabble from the camp, eh? God damn it. I'd rather go broke than do anything for that lot.
So there's a military camp on the other side of the hill here. But that doesn't mean you'll lose your livelihood. You have a wife, a farm, and an apprentice on top of it. I'm sure you can use every groschen.
Well, there's some truth to that. But how would I look? A band of those Pragas beat up our boys in the tavern. Even Pascal got a pasting.
Then I'll forge them. At least you'll have a clear conscience.
Well, all right then.
What about the materials? If those horseshoes are needed in a hurry, I don't want to waste time scavenging for iron.
Indeed. Here you go. That should do for 2 sets. Christ, what a day.
It's as cold as a dog's snout.
You silly doggy.
I'm halfway there. All finished. This is gonna take a while yet. It's as cold as a dog's snout. This'll be done in no time. That looks good. Now just to temper it.
God bless you, sir.
Martha asked me to help with those horseshoes for the soldiers from the camp.
Right. The blacksmith said they were here again. He always sends me home when they show up here, so they don't see me.
Why?
Once a band of Pragas were causing trouble in the tavern, and we stepped in to break things up, and they attacked us. So they say it'd be better if I didn't show my face around them, as if we'd mix it up again. Be with you, good sir.
Here are those horseshoes. 2 sets, just as we agreed.
Let's see them then. These will do just fine. Such a young, hard-working, talented fella you are. Too bad I'm not a few years younger.
You mentioned something about payment?
Here you go. You won't buy a castle for it, but good work calls for good pay. Now, someone just needs to bring the horseshoes to Victoria. Would you do that for me? This backache of mine.
Who's this Victoria?
A girl from the village. She's a bit different. But deep down, a good girl.
Different? What do you mean?
She's had a hard life. Her husband died of the plague a while back, and now she's all alone. She does odd jobs for the villagers here to make a living. Sometimes I send her up to the soldiers with our goods. Why would I drag myself up that hill when she's got young legs and likes going up there anyway?
Fine. Which house does she live in?
It's not far at all. Just cross the stream and you're there. Take care now.
Victoria, I've bought you horseshoes from Martha. Victoria? You here? Christ, so much blood. What happened here?
I have to tell Martha.
Let me just treat that for you.
I brought Victoria those horseshoes, and I think something's happened to her.
What? What do you mean?
The house was empty, and in the hearth room next to the bed, I found a puddle of blood. It hadn't even dried yet.
Jesus Christ! What if she's been... No!
Well, it might not be too late. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know. Really? Oh, how horrible!
Did Victoria have problems with anyone from the village? Did anyone want to hurt her?
No, definitely not. Good God, she was... I mean, she is a good girl. Although...
Can you think of anyone?
Sometimes there's talk about how she lives alone and how she makes her living.
Why would anyone be bothered about how Victoria makes her living? As long as she's not stealing, she can do whatever she wants, right?
Well, not everyone was happy that she brings our goods up to the camp. Once, someone even drew something very ugly on our door because of it. But what's that poor girl supposed to do without a man? There's a war, and we all need to make a living somehow.
Who did she go and see at the camp? Who might know more about her?
Mainly their blacksmith. She brings goods up there every 2 or 3 days. He's certain to remember her. So tell them at the gate that you're bringing something from the smithy. They'll let you in.
Who's bothered by her living alone? Whose business is that?
Things are a little different, you see. She lost her husband some time ago. A young widow, actually. A pretty young widow. Naturally, a few fellas were fawning over her. There was one in particular. But he got the boot, just like all the others. But he'd never hurt her. He might be a loudmouth, but he's harmless.
Who's this mystery man, then?
I won't say. If word got out that I accused someone, we might as well just close up shop here.
Well, I'm not about to go blabbing about it in the tavern. I just need to know where to start looking for Victoria.
Fine. But you didn't hear this from me. Farmer Kuba was pretty keen on her. And he wasn't going to give up easy. Last time, he tried to flatter her by giving her a headscarf. But Victoria knew it had belonged to his dead wife. So she told him to sod off. The whole village was laughing at him. He's a bitter old man. But would he hurt her? I don't think so.
Jealousy's a powerful thing, though.
Well, that's true, too. So go and ask him yourself. He lives with his children and his housekeeper in that big house behind the smithy. He's always wearing a bright red coat and a hat with a feather in it. You're certain not to miss him, but not a peep about what I told you.
Don't worry. I'll take that secret to the grave. Is there anything else you can think of before I go?
I've already told you everything I know. Now hurry up!
Good day to you.
Lord be with you.
You're Cuba, the farmer, right?
Aye, I am. What do you want?
I'm looking for Victoria, and I thought you might know where to find her.
Why should I, of all people, know?
Victoria's not at home or anywhere else in the village. She's vanished.
A pity.
Would you happen to know anything about that?
Huh. Maybe she moved to the camp on the hill for good. She was hanging around with them soldiers. Maybe she's doing it with them cumin bastards too. so they decided to keep her up there.
You can't be serious. She could be injured somewhere, or even worse. And you're glad?
What goes around comes around. I have a clean conscience. To hell with that silly goose.
Why don't you just admit the girl was a real thorn in your side? And that you were jealous as hell? An old dog wanted some young meat, but ended up with a nibble, eh?
Listen, you prick. What the fuck are you trying on me? Who the hell do you think you are? You'd better take that back while you still have teeth.
You're pissed off that she preferred someone else over you, eh? You waited for her, and...
Enough! You've been asking for a beating, so here it comes! Now you're gonna get it! Sakra! You're better than I thought!
So, had enough already?
Yeah. Just leave me alone now. And I really don't know anything about Victoria. Maybe she just decided village life wasn't for her, so she took off with her soldier.
What soldier? You telling me this now?
I heard someone came across her up there in the forest while she was having a rendezvous with some fella from the camp. But I really don't know anything else.
All right. I'll ask in the camp then.
You'd be getting a good deal.
Maybe, but I have to make do with the money until
I'm
next Sunday.
sorry?
Flour, eggs, and bacon are getting more expensive.
Oi, you! Come here! Where do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't wait to see you. Look here. No strangers are allowed in, so turn around and sod off back to the pile of dung you crawled out of.
The Miskovitz blacksmith sent me with some horseshoes. He said they'd come in handy in the camp.
All right, you can go in, but no messing about.
Good afternoon.
Would you help me out? I'm looking for someone.
That depends. Who are you looking for?
Victoria. A girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance in the upper part of the camp. If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least. You can't miss the banging of the hammer.
Thanks a lot. I'll ask him.
God be with you.
Greetings. What would you like?
What's a priest doing in a military camp?
Whatever he can, my son. Whatever he can.
Do you serve mass like other priests?
I serve mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and parishes. I can also officiate at marriages and administer last rites. I reckon you can guess which is more common here.
Do you care for the wounded? Priests and monks do that sometimes, don't they?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths and bathmaids for that here. And if something happens to the nobles, we have good surgeons. And then there's that learned foreigner.
Bah! Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa, and he says he comes ex-Africa. You can't miss him. He's as different from us as a man can be.
Does something seem strange about him to you?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He prays to him on the ground several times a day. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat, yet he can't keep his eyes off our women.
Do you take part in the fighting?
Vivere militare est. But no, I'm a chaplain, not a warrior. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, there's no way to escape the horrors. And in a place like this, it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt.
Do you serve King Sigismund directly?
I serve our Lord, but the king sometimes calls on me for confession.
What could the king possibly have to confess?
You don't actually expect me to tell you that, do you? That's between me, the king, et Domine Noster. God be with you.
Hail Mary.
Veled egy szempillantása alatt kész leszek.
Ezt kap
Nincs
ki!
esélyed, te nyomorult!
Nesze a pofádba!
I'm sorry. Greetings to you. How can I help?
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. Aye. There's a girl who shows up here every now and again. I'm no good with names, but Victoria sounds familiar.
How well did you know her?
We'd occasionally exchange a few words. I know she was sent here by people from the village, because they didn't dare come up here. A young girl all by herself, can you imagine? She slaved for half of Miskovitz, so she had at least something to eat. Poor girl.
Do you know where she is now? She's gone missing, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
May God protect her, but I can't help you. She knew Black from the provisioning unit the best.
Where can I find this soldier Black?
He's lying in the infirmary. He's got gut ache, and you can hear him howling halfway across the camp.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
A tankard of ale!
Hey, what are you lying here for?
Greetings.
I'm sorry. Takarod. Good day to you, friend.
Christ almighty. Are you alright, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
I'm sorry, sir. I just wasn't expecting it. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
My name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
You said you were an explorer?
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there, to the court of Sultan Bayezid of the Osmans. Until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by learning.
Well, it's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth? Or should I praise it to high heaven?
The truth. You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country. And that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. But I never went back to Mecca.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet again.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea. Then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Muhammad must constantly repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan because swords and cannons are not for me. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a garden. If you do not tend it, it cannot bear fruit. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea, like a huge stone ship. People from all over the world go there to trade. I helped them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage to Rome. If only you could have seen their glorious arrival in the city. Their procession stretched from the port to the city center, and they had live leopards as a gift for the king of Venice. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors? Out of the question.
How did you come to be with the Osmans?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmans. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa. But the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him. So I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan, I managed to persuade them to take me away with them.
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no. He did not even make me his personal physician. He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund like that.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely you will ever get a chance to complain to him.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question, and we are not that well acquainted yet. Forgive me, but I would rather not talk about it. Not now, at least.
I'm new to the camp. Could you show me around? If you don't have too much work, that is.
Well, I suppose it will be all right, if I am not here for a while. At least I can practice your language. You use some strange phrases, you know? But that does not matter now. Let us go. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water, nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
Well, of course. What else should a sore bones do?
My friend, the human body contains so much beauty and so many secrets that we could explore. So why do we spend so much time on the quality of defecation? Think about it. Though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage, I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments, until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who is in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back flayed by a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozab of Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the Cumans, who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself, in Zedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded man. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Chertan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps, although I successfully avoid weapons, I have to admit that archery is not just a skill, it is an art. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozav commands the camp. Chertan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening a road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
Well, there's one here I think about. But I'd rather not talk about that.
Why? Are you afraid that I will steal her from you?
No, it's not that, but... Well, I'm still not sure if she likes me as much as I like her.
I am sure she does. You will see. That is the way of the world. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in Paris and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I sometimes think I ought to settle down.
Do it. It is definitely a nicer life than in such a camp as this. Imagine, a roof over your head instead of a leaking tent, food cooked with love instead of a gruel cooked on a campfire. And at night, by the way, your chosen one, is she pretty?
So beautiful you can't help but stare.
All the more reason to marry her before someone else does. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think. Treating Milton that way. I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much fruit, sweet pastries, fish. In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. That is where I became a physician. That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda. And I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca. And from Granada to Venice. And now, here. But nowhere has the food been worse than here.
Well, what do you dislike about the food here so much?
I hope I have not offended you. It is not your fault, really. How can a cook make something good when no pepper, cinnamon, or grains of paradise? Rohi, but your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Parge artillerymen are billeted, to the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp. I must say, you can see why. It is the best spot, right next to the captains. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the Cumans and mercenaries' areas. Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The Cumans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, my friend. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben.
I saw an arena in the camp. When will there be a tournament?
Firstly, I would not call it a tournament. Rather, mindless hacking. Not even a chogan is so terrible. And, to answer your question, there will not be any. The commanders wisely banned them.
Why did they ban the tourneys?
Because it went too far. Instead of matching skills, people settled scores with each other. They killed each other from rage and also from boredom. Since the tournament was banned, I have a lot less work with mending fractures.
What did you mean by mindless hacking? It's a tourney, isn't it?
Merely dumb violence for its own sake. It is not chivalrous like Pharisea.
What does that mean? Fury-Azia?
Pharisea, the skill set of an Arab warrior. Where I come from, every fighter must be able to ride a horse and take care of its injuries and illnesses. In addition, he should also be able to hold his own when fighting with a spear and a sword. And of course, excel in archery. And above all, he must not be a coward, but on the contrary, an honorable man.
Furusia sounds to me like the chivalry of every good knight. Maybe with the exception of that horse medicine of yours.
Really?
But a good Christian knight should also know how to dance, play chess, and write poetry.
Very interesting. It is a pity. I have not met many like that. Those are all true wisdoms. Also in the name of Allah.
What's that Chogan, then?
A riding game. Very hard and dangerous. 2 teams of riders with wooden mallets try to get a leather ball into the opponent's goal. Whoever does so more times wins.
And what's so dangerous about that?
When the mallet lands on your head. In any case, nothing teaches you how to ride a horse better than Shogun.
Are you the one they call Black?
I'm more like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I need something for the pain. Can't you see I'm barely breathing here? Kurava, I feel like I'll burst.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with you.
My belly hurts. It's killing me. It's as if I'll burst at any moment or give birth to a calf. It's from the fucking pig swill they give us to eat here.
Maybe. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yes! I feel it here. Here. Oh!
It's no wonder. Your stomach's blown up like a bellows. You must have eaten something really bad.
We put some mushrooms someone found in the woods into the stew. Oh. Fuck.
It's obvious. You've eaten poisonous mushrooms. If you want relief, you need an antidote. The sooner the better.
But I can barely move. Oh, please. Bring it here to me.
I don't have anything for you yet. Keep clenching your teeth.
Teeth? It's my arse I have to clench. Hurry up! Oh, the pain.
It still hasn't got better.
Not in the slightest. Don't you have anything for the pain? I'll take anything.
I have something for you that should work. Drink it.
Thank you. Oh, I can feel it bubbling and gurgling inside me.
Well, are you better now?
Not yet.
No. To look at you, I'd say you're as fit as a fiddle. You're not as white as you were, Black.
I still feel like I got run over by a team of oxen, though. It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me. So, what did you want?
It's about Victoria, the girl from Miskovitz.
Christ almighty. That woman won't leave me alone. Now she sent someone to try and change my mind?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind. Why would I do that?
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching, threats, tears, but none of it worked.
And what was she trying to achieve?
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice, but that was it. She just didn't get it.
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no one knows where she's gone.
What do you mean she's missing? Wait. Seriously?
As if the earth opened up and swallowed her. Seeing as you two used to meet up, you might have some idea where to look for her.
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
There was a pool of blood on the floor. I was shocked when I went into the hearth room.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the kind of thing girls say.
Well, what were you expecting? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off your ass and do something.
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Unlike you. Not far from here to the east, there's a spot we used to meet. A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might be there.
Good. I'll look there. But I'm doing it for her, not for you. Got it?
I know. But bring her a message from me. Tell her she's a stupid cow. I didn't force her to do anything, and now she's crying over spilt milk.
Try and think it over a bit. It might not just be Victoria's life at stake here. Could you live with yourself, knowing you could have done something, but just couldn't be bothered to help her?
Could have. He's right. I got her into this horrible mess. So tell her I'll take care of her. And if she wants, she can stay here. I'm sure they'll find work for a woman here. At least we'll be together.
Now that sounds like a man talking. I'm gonna see her now. I hope it's not too late.
I feel much better.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Quick! Whoa!
I shall kiss your cheek so mild, and your tender little hair.
There are two birches here, and I reckon that must be Victoria.
Rest thee here among the leaves, where birdsong calls you to bed. Why, my darling little one, has your mother left and gone, ne'er to hold you in her arms? Her soul wanders far from here, far from all she once held dear, from all earthly good and harm. Hush, my darling little child, forever shall you close your eyes. Daughter mine, you'll never be. Angels bathed in heavenly light, and the demons on the night soon shall come for you and me.
You're Victoria, right?
And who are you?
No one important. Well, it all started like this. I was supposed to bring you some horseshoes, but then...
I'm not interested in any damn horseshoes.
Wait, though. In short, I'm Henry. Black sent me to talk to you. Oh, and so did Martha from Miskovitz. They're worried something happened to you because you vanished all of a sudden. I'll accompany you back home. All right?
I don't want to go back there. Nothing good ever happened to me in that house. I want to stay with my Black. Where is he? Why didn't he come himself?
Because he's lying in the infirmary. But you don't need to worry. He'll be all right soon. I know what happened to you. I was at your house and saw... well, everything. I'm sorry, but this is no solution.
You have no idea what's going on. You don't know me at all.
Then tell me what happened. Maybe I can help you somehow. After all, talking about it will help you feel better. Things aren't as bad as they seem.
Well, you already know that me and Black used to meet. But he changes his mind like the wind. First he says he wants to be with me, then that he's a soldier of the king and serving him as his priority. There's gossip in the village that I'm the camp whore who'll sleep with anyone for a handful of grain. Whenever I left to go up there, they'd shout at me not to come back. And then I found out that I'm with child.
And Black is the father of your child?
Of course. The villagers think I sleep with half the camp, but it can't be anyone else's but his, as God is my witness.
And that blood on the floor in your house?
I was desperate. I picked some herbs to make a decoction to get rid of it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I said to myself, I'd rather die with my child than kill it and go on living.
So you cut yourself?
Yes, with a knife. I cut myself once or twice, but once I felt the pain and saw the blood, I came to my senses. I wiped off the blood with an apron and my skirt, but it was everywhere. I couldn't bear to look at it, so I ran away. Here.
Thanks for confiding in me. You've had a difficult time.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Please tell me what you know about my Black.
Well, Black has manned up and promised he'll take care of you. That is, both of you.
Really? And I was beginning to worry he'd forgotten about me. Or worse, I've already lost one man in life. If another one left me, I'd think I was cursed.
You aren't. I'm certain. Life is complicated sometimes. That's just the way it is. But it looks like you'll have a happy ending.
I won't have to live hand to mouth anymore and do the worst jobs imaginable. Maybe I'll finally have a family.
I wish you all the best. May God be with you.
And with you too, Henry. Thank you.
rags, goose lard, quality lard.
Very much.
Greetings to you.
I spoke with Victoria. She's all right.
Really? Praise be to God. I'll go and see her as soon as I can. Come back later, lad. Some things need time.
What can I do for you?
Good day to you.
I apologize.
Today's a scorcher.
Greetings. What do you...
Where can I spend the night?
Behind the tavern, there's a shed next to the barn. You can sleep there. Christ, what's the hold up?
Too slow.
Come and take a look.
Don't worry. You're not going to die. It's all right.
Fruit, vegetables, mushrooms. Come and get some fresh mushrooms.
Pork belly, shoulder, sleep. God bless.
Same to you.